Wisconsin.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Henry again on second down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you get the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Parker. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Levis back to throw. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Barry. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Barry. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of
Derrick Henry all alone. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw on second down. Barry. A short throw to Musgrave. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You talk about this Titan defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
6-0 our score after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, They're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Right side to Watson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Levis to throw it. He gets it to Burks again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He brought that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Levis looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that'll keep this a one-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. Third down here.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Barry.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to the air on second down, Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Levis to throw off play action. Wow, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Barry, same target. It's Jacobs again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Attacking 18. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. Barry. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Right there, hurt.
Off the bootleg. Barry. They'll roll him out right. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Ready up. Go.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, it's Levis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready,
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call.
Come on.
Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Barry. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
3rd and 3. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 45-yard line.
Now Levis. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Levis sets up to throw here. And he is caught. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Levis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. Barry.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 39 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
70.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Levis.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Third and short, it's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Levis to throw once more.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 9 here.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
98 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get it together. Down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Packers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.